Hey guys, what's going on? Zephyrnix here. So I'm playing some Ice Climbers right now. For those who don't know about Ice Climbers was actually one of the launch titles for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This is one of, those games that first started off, started the Nintendo Entertainment System. If you have ever played the Super Smash Brothers, I think it's Melee and Brawl, I think it is. They have those two people there. If you look at the sprites, you may notice they do look very similar to, what is it? Nana, something like that. Well, that's where they came from. This is basically Ice Climbers. Your job basically is to climb the ice. One thing I love about Nintendo, they get straight to the point. So definitely. But anyway, a little bit of update on my channel. Then I'm gonna tell you guys a little story here. So I went ahead I'm going to go ahead still and do the things that I was going to do before, and that's update my channel and do pretty much what I said I was going to do. If you guys remember, I said I was going to start doing some actually some commentary on some of my old stuff. So I definitely plan to do that one. Damn. Do some commentary on my old stuff. So I'm definitely planning to do that very soon. I want to be the first YouTuber to actually do that, and I will have that done by the end of this week, possibly even tomorrow. So definitely look forward to that. So on to the story of today. I actually saw El Presidor today, and not saw him per se, but I actually saw his a video that he did, and in the end of his skit, one guy actually recognized El Presidor. And it kind of reminded me of the time that I was recognized. Now the problem is one was good, one was not so good. And so I'll go ahead and explain to you both stories, because they do somewhat tie into each other. Anyway, so basically this is what happened. The first time I was at a gas station. Now at the time I was working for a big cable company in the area. For those who are in Florida, you may know Bright House. I was working for Bright House at the time. And so, what happened is I was just got off of work, and I was in DeLand, Florida at the time. So I wanted to go ahead and get some gas and everything in my car before I went ahead and I forgot about that. Sorry, the platform moves you by itself. That particular part, I forgot about that. Anyway, so I saw these guys, right? And it's like a group of white guys, and they were pretty much just there for, they had, their cars and whatever, they were putting gas in it. Now, I ain't paying too much attention for it. The reason why was because of this. I'm not interested in cars. I'm not interested in, and the way they were perceiving themselves, so it didn't matter to me, right? So all I did was pretty much go ahead and put gas in my car and call it a day. I said hello, and I think that might have started the whole problem, because I said hello, and apparently one of the guys looked at me again, but I just turned away. Okay, you don't want to say hello? Fuck it. I don't care. So what happened is that I started walking away, and all of a sudden I hear Zephyrnix. So I'm thinking to myself, who the hell calls someone by that title unless you like that? And quite frankly, I mean, he sounded like he had a lot of bass in his voice, so I'm like, okay, what the hell? So I turn around and go, Joe, it is you. Yeah, how can I help you, And he goes, yeah, you talking all that shit about the PlayStation 3 now. Fuck with it now. Not fuck with it now, but you get the idea. That's my line. But he's like, yeah, now what? Now what? And basically he was saying this, now what, nigga? Now what? And I'm like, all right. So back in that day, that word would have pissed me the hell off. And that's what if you guys remember the video that I did, or rather what Main Event did on me. Remember how I said that you can tell that you ain't, that your life is, remember how he got mad because I said that I was better than him? Remember how, so he got real ass hurt because one guy said that in the text comments, no less, but let's not get into that. That's the part that made me, that's the part that made me know that motherfucker got a real sorry life right now, and he know it. basically. That's the reason why he got so mad over the fact that I said it, because if it wasn't that way, like if someone said they were better than me, that shit wouldn't even bother me. It wouldn't. Because, dude, the only thing that would bother me about that is that if you're saying that I'm better than you, only part that would bother me if you're not giving me tippers on how to make my life better. You know? Because obviously you doing something and I'm screwing up on somewhere if you rocking better than me. And quite frankly, I'm not doing bad at all. I'm just saying, you know? I got a damn well good paying job and, you know, all shit is good. But anyway, so this guy's sitting there, you know, talking all this shit. And, you know, so he called me the N-bomb. So his boys are trying to souk him up and all this. And quite frankly, he already dropped the bomb. So I'm already souped up. I'm ready to fight, you know. But I'm not going to sit there and swing first, you know. One thing I've learned about being in Jersey is you fight smart, you know. You fight smart and 3 out of 4 you will win the battle, you know. So I was like, all right. So I was going to sit down and just see exactly what he was going to do. So this guy proceeds, so he's looking at me and he has the assumption that I'm scared of him. So he's already fallen into my trap and his boys are sitting there souking his head up. Damn, 0.1 second to go. Anyway, so he's souking his head up, you know, and so finally he does this. Now, as soon as I see him, I'm like, okay, here we go. I know exactly what he's going to do. So he turns around and looks at his friends, you know, like shrugs his shoulder, I don't know. And I'm like, here we go. I knew exactly what he was going to do. Sure enough, he went to swing on me. So I pretty much saw he was going to do it a mile away. So I did this. He went to swing on me. I went ahead and I had already moved out the way. So with time he came back to swing on me, he didn't realize that I was already gone. I was already, you know, to his left. So as soon as he swung at me, he realized I wasn't there. And he found out where I was when I caught him in his jaw. So I caught him in his jaw. He started staggering back. I kept swinging on him. You know, was not going to let him up for a second. So I kept swinging. I kept swinging. I kept swinging. And so that was it from there. Motherfucker didn't have no chance. You know. I guess as soon as I started, you know, as soon as the guy caught me, the people there must have already called the cops, or maybe the cops were there in the first place, I don't know, because the cops showed up quite quick, you know. So, long story short, you know, I told him straight up, I was like, nah, I don't even know these cats. They started swinging on me. I ain't had shit to do with shit. You know, and at the time, to be perfectly honest with you, I was in a suit. So, ain't nobody gonna sit there, you know, you ain't gonna sit there and just, you know, and hate on, the cops ain't gonna sit there and hate on a guy dressed in a suit. So, you know, so those guys got taken away, and that was pretty much it from there. So that was my first time that someone actually recognized me, you know, as Zephyrnix, you know. So, you know, the long story short, the guy was sitting there worried about Zephyrnix. The problem is that he had no idea who Lydell Washington was, you know, and that's what got his ass beat. So after that, of course, there was a second time that I was recognized. Now, this guy was just by, he looked like just a regular gamer to me. So, but nonetheless, because of the other situation, I had to have my guard up. So what happened was this. The guy went ahead and approached me, and at the time, I was in Daytona Beach Community College right then and there. I was doing some work down there, so I went ahead and finished up my work, and I went to go to the bathroom. So the guy goes, hey, and he had like a, he had an African accent, which made me, not African accent, but a island accent, which made me automatically listen because, you know, at the time, you know, I had just, well, at the time, you know, he'll say he had an African accent or a Jamaican accent, and, you know, so at the time, I was, you know, as you guys know very well now, you know, the woman who I am engaged to be married to is, in fact, you know, half African, so it kind of made me stand up and, you know, take notice, not to mention, right before I started dating her, the girl who I was dating was, in fact, well, anyway, she was Barbados. But anyway, let's get beside the point. Anyway, so the guy approached me, he goes, hey, aren't you Zephyrnix? And I'm like, yeah. So I didn't know how to take it at first, you know, so because of the first time. So I said, okay, and I let it be. So what happened was, oh, damn, I died. Anyway, so I was like, all right, so I let it be. And he goes, yo, I like your videos. Stuff is real good. I've been watching you since the El Presidor days when you and Presidor was going at it. So we sat there and talked for a while, and he was like, yo, how, you know, so I told him, how I knew Presidor, how we were cool from the go, how the whole thing was, was a skit to kind of, just to kind of, have fun with everything like that, And so I explained to him the real story of that, how, I did a video, he did a video, I did a video on him, and then he PM'd me saying, I like your style, man, you got that whole, nerd thing going on there. And then I was laughing at him saying, yeah, man, it's, So anyway, that was pretty much it. So, all the skits that President and I were doing after that were totally, based off of definitely, being cool with each other, mutual respect and just having a ball, So, what happened is that, in the end, he wound up being a cool guy. Definitely being a cool guy. We definitely talked about a lot of different games, about the industry, how it's going there. And that was it. So he went off to class and I, jumped in my car, went home, So it was like the first situation was definitely a PlayStation 3 gamer. You can tell because he was just talking, you're talking all about that PlayStation shit now. You got shit to say about the PlayStation now. Fuck with it, motherfucker. Now, what's up now, man? What's up, nigga? What's up? So you can tell that he was definitely PlayStation 3 fanboy. Now, I am not saying that you just need to judge every PlayStation 3 fanboy like a, like they gonna, they ready to, shoot the gun with you and nothing like that. No. It's definitely not like that. You're gonna have idiots on both sides, and that's just how it is. Some people take these consoles, and it's not just gaming, A lot of people take this things just way too seriously. Even with literally everything, if you think about it. Gaming is just one aspect of it. I know a lot of people out there, if you dare speak ill about Obama, you best to come correct because they will smack you in your face. And it's like, really? Yeah, Obama, yeah, but what the hell? And it gets past that. Obama's just not the thing, Star Wars, you got people out there who just start spitting on you just because you said something bad about Star Wars. Even religion, you start speaking, you say you're a Christian, you got those people who are not Christians who say they're better, they are better than Christians because Christians are being judgmental, yet they're being judgmental on you right now. And it's just things like that. Everyone, a lot of people have a lot of hypocrite within them, but at the same time, a lot of people are just like that, and sometimes you just kind of got to ignore the ugly, you got to kind of see it as it is, that's pretty much it. That was pretty much the end of my story right there. So, I hope you guys took something from it, playing some Ice Climbers. I died on a 6th mountain. It happens. This is definitely one of the best games, one of the first games that really showed how fun the Nintendo Entertainment System could be. And believe me and my cousins spent hours on Ice Climber. So that's just it from there. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Zephyrnix is out. And oh wait, next time the gameplay video comes up, hopefully if I remember, I got a good one coming on. But you guys have a good night.